The Supreme Court is allowing the Trump administration to revoke temporary legal status of more than 500,000 immigrants. These are people granted status during the Biden administration from countries like Cuba and Haiti, Venezuela, and Nicaragua. They were allowed to temporarily live and work in the U.S. under a ruling from a Massachusetts-based U.S. District Court judge. But Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem filed an emergency application to end the program. The court voted 7-2 in favor of the Trump administration's request. Here with her take on the ruling, NBC 10 political commentator Sue O'Connell. So, Sue, people who are in the U.S. under TPS protection are likely to have fled a dangerous situation in their home country. So with this ruling, what other options might be available to these folks?
Well, Glenn, it's kind of a trick of our system. Those who lose protection, they can still apply for asylum if they can show they're being personally targeted for things like their political beliefs. Or they might qualify for other visas through family or work. But here's the catch. Asylum requires proving you are individually being hunted down, while TPS is broader. It protects anyone from certain countries facing general chaos like war or violence. So even if your country is genuinely dangerous, you might not qualify for asylum unless you can prove someone is coming after you personally.
So how does the rest of the world see a move like this by the United States? We are, of course, the country of the Statue of Liberty.
Yep.
Ending protections for people who have come from dangerous places is part of what we've done traditionally.
Yeah, we are returning people to countries that the United States State Department warns against traveling to due to high risk of wrongful detentions, terrorism, and kidnapping, among other dangers. And it's really not a leap to think the world thinks the United States is departing from humanitarian norms that we basically created. But let's just consider the Haitians living in the United States on TPS. Haiti's capital is now 85% controlled by gangs, with about 1 million people displaced and unable to safely travel in or out of the city by road. Aid workers are calling the situation dire, especially for women and girls, who already have almost no protection there. And we are telling Haitians here that they have to go back and go home. So how do we expect the world to view us? I guess we'll wait and see.
NBC 10 political commentator Sue O'Connell.